Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. This is Inke. Today shall be the making of a cage corset dress, and you can see the picture on the screen. And this can be achieved through the use of rigilene boning, and we are going to use another type of interfacing, the collar stay interfacing. So we call it collar stay in Nigeria. If you are a returning subscriber, we acknowledge you on this channel, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, feel free to do that today, as lots of interesting tutorials await you here on this channel. So we are going to start by manipulating the basic block. So this is the basic block. So I'm going to input that on the cup block and also on the waist. So there is a video on that, on how to modify your basic block in order to achieve a corset block. So I will drop the link in the description box so you can view that video. So I have a lot of interesting tutorials on how you can achieve this. There are different types of corset you can achieve through this method. So I'm going to drop the link to that also on this channel. So here the bust dart is being eliminated and transferred to the waist. So I'll show you this in the video. Just make sure you watch the video and know how to do that. So I have my corset block. This is the corset pattern. I have cut it out with the fabric, and this is the interfacing. So this is called collar stay in Nigeria. You're going to iron that on the panels of the cup. So I have segmented it to panels A, B, C for the cup. This is a 3-segmented cup. You can make your own 2-segmented cup. You can make any form of cup. You can achieve this cage corset with any form of cup. So I'm going to join the panels of the front bodies together like so. I'm joining the side to the center. So I'm joining the side panel to the center panel. I'll do that in order to be able to fix my cup. So I'll join the panels together also. Panels B and C will first of all be joined together before I now join the B and C to A. So if you check very well, you see that the collar stay has been ironed on the panels of the cup. So make sure you iron the collar stay. You can use the hard one, and you can also use the medium one. So this type of interfacing is the one that looks like a fabric. When you check the hemline, you think it's a fabric, but it's not. It's a fabric like interfacing. So I will take my panel A right now and join it to my B and C. So I will do that carefully. So while you are joining your panels, you must be very careful in order to be able to achieve the accurate result. And having done that, this is what I have. You can see how beautiful it is. Our cup is formed already. So I'm going to input it in here. So the next thing to do is to show you the cage corset part, and this is where we are going. So you're going to mark some lines on the inner side of this cup. You're going to mark some lines, and those lines, this is my rigilene bone. So I'm going to place the rigilene bones on all those lines that I have marked. So you're going to take your measurement. You can mark 1.5 all through, or first of all divide the whole cup into 2 like so. First of all, divide the whole cup into 2 like so, and divide it into 4 outrightly. So you can divide it into 4 after dividing it into 2, and that's what I have done here. I divided the whole cup into 2, and later on I divided it into 4. So then mark the line down. So after I have done that, I did it vertically first. So after you have done that vertically, you can now go ahead and do it horizontally. So there is no actual measurement. So horizontally, I'm marking. You first of all leave half inch on the hem line of the cup. You know, the cup is just like almost like a circumference. First of all, leave half inch round the cup first. The half inches is to be able to have sewing allowance for your cup, because you are still going to input this cup in your um pattern, in your block. So you must leave that half inch round before you now start marking the partitioning again. So after I have marked the half inch, then I will start to place maybe one inch difference, or 1.5 inch. That's what I'm trying to place. I'll place it all through, then I will just make sure the distance is not less than 1 inch. The distance of one interfacing to one boning to another is not less than 1 inch. Just make sure you do that, then you'll be able to achieve that. You can see how I'm curving my hand, so it won't be a form of straight line horizontally like this. It will be oval, to be like an arc. So just make the line to be like an arc, the line that will pass through the vertical ones, make it like an arc. And having done that, you are almost done with the lines. So I will now note the one that will go horizontal, and the half inch is what I'm trying to place now. I will chalk out the half inch, so that this line will also have a type of boning round it. It will go like a circumference round. So I'm going to mark that half round, so it will not get to the extreme edge of the cup. It will not get to the edge of the cup. So the next thing to do right now is to start placing the vertical bones. So I'll first of all place the vertical bones, and after placing it, you can see how I'm placing the bone. So the direction of the bone also matters. So check how I'm placing the bone, and make sure you reduce all sewing allowance. Make sure you remove it to the barest minimum, so before you now push it out and place your bones like so. Place it, you can see that it's curved inward. So that's how you are going to place it, so that it will be able to achieve the desired result. So I'm going to stitch the bones right away. So stitch it on it right away. Then while you are stitching, be very careful, don't let it get to the extreme edge. So if I have anyone that is getting to the edge, I'm going to still cut it off. So you can see how I'm doing that. So I will not get to the edge before I stop. So while you're stitching your bone, this is a rigilene bone, that's why I can stitch on it. So if it's a plastic, you cannot use a plastic bone for this method. So if you want to use a plastic bone, that means you're going to first of all create a cage for it. You are going first of all going to create a casing for it. So that's what but the best bone you can use is the rigilene bone, because it's a sewable one. You can sew through it. So but while you are sewing, be very careful, because your thread will tend to cut. So but when you go carefully, you'll be able to do that in a short while. So I will do that on all the vertical lines. I'm going to achieve this, and sew the rigilene bone on all the vertical lines. So after I have done that, I will do the horizontal. And I told you the horizontal is not straight, it is a kind of arc shape. So follow that arc shape to be able to achieve the desired result. This method is just to be able to cage the breast, and then to give that bust area the perfect shape you desire. You can use this method for wedding dresses, you can use it for elegant party dresses, and so on. So I'm going to place the horizontal ones like so. So I'm trying to place the horizontal ones right now. I told you, while you are placing the horizontal one, it's getting thicker. So you should be very careful in order to be able to achieve this, because your thread will just be cutting if you are not careful. So you can see that I'm not getting to the extreme edge. I'm not getting to the extreme edge before I'm cutting the thread. So don't get to the extreme edge. Don't start from the extreme edge, and when you are handing it, don't get to the extreme edge. Leave the half-inch sewing allowance. The half-inch sewing allowance is round the cup, so make sure you leave the half-inch sewing allowance. And having done the horizontal, I think the horizontal one is remaining just only one. I'm going to finish it up by fixing the one that is going round. So I'll be fixing you can see what we have, it's forming already. So I'll put the one that will be like just a circle around it. So, and that one I have marked where I'm going to place it. It must not get to the extreme edge. Leave the sewing allowance at this point so that you'll be able to fix your cup when you want to fix it. You can see how I'm placing it. I'm leaving the half-inch sewing allowance. So I will start from here. And at this point it's also getting thicker, so I'll go gradually to be able to achieve my desired result. So I'll just go round like so, and having done that, we are almost done with the boning. So when I get here, I will cut it, and so that because it cannot go round perfectly there, I will cut it and place another strand. So place another strand and go gradually stitch it. So I'm using a straight stitch to do this. So stitch it like so, and to meet at the starting point. And this is what we have. Cut your thread, and this is what we have. You can see how beautiful it is. So I'm going to place it in here. I'll place it in here, and the sewing allowance I left will now be used. I'm going to use that sewing allowance of half-inch to input my cup right now. So at this stage, you need to be more careful while you are inputting your cup. So do it gradually. And having done that, you can see we will have a neat result. So this is what we have. Use your hand to adjust it. Because of the nature of the material I'm using a velvet material. It's kind of very light and difficult to handle. So I'm going on a break right now. When I'm back, I will show you if we really need a ready-made cup inside this or not. So let's go.
Do you desire to be a professional fashion designer in just few weeks? Then what are you waiting for? Enroll at Yankee Couture Academy today. Our online, offline, and physical trainings are open in the following classes: advanced class for 4 weeks, intermediary class 8 weeks, and beginner class for 20 weeks. For inquiries, please call 0805 7944477 or 0903 218 4192. You can equally connect to us on our various social media platforms at Yankee Couture. Yankee Couture, home of dressmaking techniques.
And then this is where we are. This is the main bodice. I have attached my yoke. I'm trying to check the breast point. I have 10.5 as my breast point. I'm trying to check if it's intact. And you can see the shape. It's kind of fluffy. It's not rigid. It's not firm. And I don't think we can use this like that. So this is my lining. So I'm going to turn this. I'm going to use the one that has rigilene bone as the lining. And now I have put cup inside this, and you can see how firm it is immediately I put cup. So I haven't fixed it. I'm just trying to do an experiment. So if you remove the cup, you can see it will not be firm. It will just look very, very rough, and I won't be able to use that. Even though the rigilene bone is there, I can't use it without the ready-made cup. So I told you it's a kind of experience, it's a kind of experiment. So when I put the cup, I can I notice that it is firm. It's not, I can't see anything to it's not a kind of rough, and it's very firm. But when the cup is not there, it's not firm at all. You can see how it is. So we need to put cup inside. We need to just put the cup inside, unless we are using this part. If I'm using this part that has rigilene bone, I don't need a cup. Do you get that? I don't need a cup if I'm using the face that has rigilene bone, but I am not using the face because of the client's discretion. So because the preference of the client is that I should not use the face that has the rigilene bone, but if it were to be my own clothes, I will use the face that has rigilene bone. I hope you get that. So I have put the cup inside right now, and you can see how beautiful it is. So you can go ahead and do yours. And if you are using a material that is not delicate like this, you don't need a cup. You don't need, if you are using an Ankara material, you'll be able to achieve this even without a cup. But if you are using a very delicate material like this, you just need a ready-made cup inside to be able to have that perfect and beautiful um, appearance. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you have gained anything at all, feel free to like, share, and give us a thumbs up. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, once again I urge you to do that, as lots of interesting tutorial awaits you on this channel. And we'll see you in the next tutorial. Until then, goodbye.